We're Bash Brothers Movies, and if you're watching this video, it's certainly been a while. 1917 is our first movie of 2020. Hard to believe it's been over 100 years since the first World War began and ended, and it was also thanks to all the people living in the Balkans that it even started. So, you know, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know, but you know, history wrote itself afterwards. That's not to say, I don't know, man. This movie, I had no expectations of it. I remember the trailer when Peter Jackson first released it, like a year ago, year and a half. I don't know, but I remember.
I don't watch trailers.
Listen, man. I know, we know, to those who may be watching this from before, you all also know that. If you're new, you're watching this, thanks for watching. We're back and we're gonna try to make some more videos, but in the meantime, we hope you enjoyed this
Try
review.
being the keyword.
Try, yeah, try. Had a lot of setbacks and stuff. But 1917, man, what an unpredictable, I mean, nice journey, ride. I mean, it was. I don't even know where to begin with it.
My cue?
Dude, listen.
Well, here's the thing with dealing with the true story.
Well,
And
supposedly it's
yeah.
based on a story that some guy that lived through the World War I actually told us. So whether it's true or not, I think it's up for a debate. But I'm going, you know, I'm gonna choose to believe it's based.
Famous general once said, "War is hell."
Definitely.
And the best attribute I can attribute to this movie is that it's realistic.
Very much so.
Far more realistic, and it puts you there.
Definitely.
And for a movie to do that, and they just announced the Oscar nominations, you got 10 of them.
Yep. Deservedly so, man. Deservedly so.
And like from the story, the plot itself, to the story, to
cinematography.
Yes, that's the word I was looking for.
Done by Roger.
This movie is
Deakins. Yeah.
It's a good movie. It's worth the watch, definitely. And for one, I'm glad we saw it on the big screen.
Definitely, man.
Because
Listen,
this is the movie, like you can watch it at home with some popcorn.
Definitely.
But when you watch it on the big screen, you see the full extent of how good this movie actually is. And it is.
Agreed. Yeah. Listen, like I said, I had no World War One. I like movies about war. I like war movies. I like World War II movies. World War One, not so much, because just the whole, like, because I don't know, man. It was the beginning of the 20th century. Technology wasn't. I don't know. It was very brutal, you know. And to me, it just World War One doesn't have sort of appeal that World War II does, or I don't know. Anyways, I was like, I wanted to see it because it was. I knew it was realistically made, so I wanted to see it. And the first thing I noticed actually is the camera. They only have one camera. It's basically the whole movie shot. It's one shot, or it's at least edited to make it look that way, because there were few places in the movie where they could have made the necessary edit to make it look that
it was
way.
one shot.
So to me, that was number one thing, because you know, when you're going to war, I mean, you want to see the enemy. You want to see what's coming in front of you, and a lot of the times you can't see it because you're staring at these two dudes in the beginning till one of them dies.
Spoiler alert. Ish.
And you know one of them is gonna die eventually. So, but you see, I mean, you watch them walking, right? So you don't always look in front or forward. You have to rely on what the characters are actually seeing, and you know, portraying that, I think it's a tough job for an actor. And seeing two guys that I've never seen before, you know, acting.
I saw the other one, not the dead one, the other one.
Yeah. Honestly,
I can't remember where, but
I don't even know their names, you know. So, you know, you have to be a pretty good actor to portray that kind of emotion. You have to be able to portray what's in front of you without actually looking at the camera and knowing that the camera is there as an actor. I think it's a tough job, and to me, if I could, I'd give 1917 all the Oscars pretty much. No, dude, seriously, like, you know, from best picture to best director to best actor to best supporting actor, definitely best cinematography. I mean, by far, Roger Deakins did an amazing job with the camera. With the,
By far.
no movie can compare, you know. Joker also got like 10 or 11 nominations.
11,
there's also another big movie that also got a bunch of nominations. You know, I liked Ford v Ferrari. I mean, we've seen it in theater together, and I loved it. I'd have given it the Oscar for the best picture, but after seeing 1917, man, I mean, in Oscars race this past year, these last few months, I don't think any movie came close to being as great as 1917 was. And I mean, I was on the edge of my seat pretty much the whole time. I think I drove that insane a little bit. I mean, he didn't show it, but I was definitely, you know, on the edge of that seat pretty much the whole movie. So, you know, war movie, kind of based on true story, inspired by whatever. There's a like you know, an honorable mention at the end of the movie. You know, they made this movie for the guy who who told this story, and
the grandfather of what's his name that directed it.
Yes, is it Sam Mendes?
Yeah,
I
Sam
think,
Mendes.
yes, Sam Mendes.
So it's his like great grandfather.
Okay. So yeah, there's some truth to it. But you know,
like,
how much
for the stories that
who
you
knows?
told
You know, I mean, it seems pretty realistic. You know, so, and you know, certain things are gonna happen because it's a movie. So certain things do have to happen. Did the other guy die or not? I don't know. Did he even go with another guy there? I don't know. But you know, it really doesn't matter when it comes to this movie because every aspect of it is just done pretty well. And
here's another thing about the movie. When I was looking at 1917, okay, I was like, who's in it? Then you see all the big names. You see like Colin Firth, you see Mark Strong, you see Benedict Cumberbatch, and it's like, oh, okay, like.
But they're barely in the movie. Yeah.
That's what I was.
I didn't know they were gonna make an appearance. I mean, they're in.
I knew they were in the movie, but I was like, okay, so like they're in the movie. It's gotta be a good movie. You know, you hope, you know, and Sam Mendes, you know, he did last two Bonds, you know, they were okay.
Yeah, forget Bonds, he did other great movies too, so.
Oh yeah, but so it's like, okay, I want to see these guys, and then you see Colin Firth right at the beginning.
Yep.
And then,
Mark Strong,
it's basically the whole movie's, you see it, that's where you mentioned everything was one shot. You're basically looking at, you're there with these two guys and you're going on an adventure basically.
Yeah, because camera is moving behind them and like right next to them.
That's where it's so realistic. And basically, even though they had these big names, they made small appearances as you said, but these two guys basically carry the whole movie.
Definitely, man. It's not easy
for in order to do it to such a level where they did it, how they did it,
you have to be a great actor, man.
You gotta pull that off. So it's like, it doesn't matter whether it's a big name or not, because there's a lot of other faces that were there. But these guys basically carried the whole movie, and then, you know, as you mentioned, when one of them died, the other guy basically carried it.
I mean, you know, one of them is gonna die. He has to. It's a movie.
That's such a powerful portray.
Definitely.
And they did a fantastic job. Like from top to bottom, this movie it's a good movie. It's a great movie.
So on a scale of 1 to 30, what's your rating?
Oh yeah, we did 30. I don't know. 25-ish, 7.
Yeah, I'm there with you. I'm gonna give it 27 as well. But
there's nothing about this movie at any point.
I mean, could one say we could give it a 30? I don't know, man. We came.
You probably could there. Like, yeah, you had to scroll to all the videos. I think there's like one movie.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
It's pretty high up there as far as like.
Definitely, man. Yeah,
would I watch it again?
I gave it a 9 on IMDb rating, so I don't think I gave it a 10.
It kind of depends on the whole like rewatchability factor.
That's usually what we take into account. So,
I would watch it again.
Definitely.
I would definitely watch it again. I could probably watch it a few more times. Even though, and that's what the whole rewatchability factor comes in, is like if you can watch a movie 4 times, where it still affects you.
Yep. Yeah.
That's a great movie.
Definitely.
Because usually it's like one and done. You watch even the great movies, you're gonna watch it once, and then maybe somewhere down the road when you watch it with somebody who never saw it before. But this one, I wouldn't mind firing up my laptop when it comes out and just give it a look-see again.
Yeah.
A few more times, I wouldn't. So
True that.
It's a pretty good movie.
Pretty much.
Definitely worth a watch, and if
you haven't seen it, go see it.
Go see it in a movie theater, because seeing it on the big screen, definitely worth it.
Not only worth it, but I think it will make a difference. And I almost didn't go see it because it's World War One. So,
aren't you glad you came?
Yeah, I am, man. I am. Very much so. I can't, dude. I mean, yeah. I don't know what to say anymore about it. It's so great. So,
yeah,
I hope it wins all the Oscars. So, yeah. I mean.
Yeah. So that's it from us for
today.
For now, you know, we'll try to figure out how we're gonna pull this off.
You know,
what exactly we're gonna do.
Yeah, Picard,
exactly.
Star Trek Picard's coming out. We want to do the captain's chair. Needs to be back. So
yeah. And, you know, a few more things. There's movies. There's a couple of good movies coming out. Dr. Doolittle's coming out. Yeah. Bad Boys 3 is coming out. The Gentleman's coming out, so you know there's January is pretty good slate.
This year, yeah. This year it is, yeah.
January is good.
Yeah.
So let's see what we're gonna do and how we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
Till next time, Bash Bros out.